Welcome back, 5-Hour Show. Raymond here. Let's get started. Okay, so I pulled out my Sound Blaster and my original reissues, Rumble Sound Blaster. These are two weapons that I picked up the other day. It was 400 yen shipped, which is a great deal for these parts. But again, I had picked up this 5-in-1 cassette. And so while it does look like it's a legitimate size, it actually barely fits, but it does not fit. So it's not 100% the exact size. And here's the other thing. When I compare it to the legitimate cassette, there is a discrepancy right there. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's about 2 to 3 millimeter discrepancy. So it's a very small discrepancy. In other words, this thing is like 1%, maybe a percent, maybe 1 to 2% larger than the original cassette. And that means that, and we tried it in the unboxing, but it doesn't fit. The weapons fit on the original, of course. These were legit parts that I purchased, but they do not fit. And you can see the size of the holes. Just the original has way bigger holes than the bootleg version. So of course it doesn't fit into the Sound Blaster. It is quite a bit of a difference from the reissue cassette, and the weapons are literally useless for this cassette. But that doesn't mean we can't have a little bit of fun. So today I thought, why don't we do this instead? And I'm already ready to go. So instead today I thought, why don't we just have fun with this cassette? Let's open it up, because I want to have a little bit of fun with it. There's one rusted screw. There's a second one. Third one. Fourth one. And the fifth one. And hey, what do you know? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They weren't lying. 5 screws in one. So yeah. Here we go. We have disassembled the cassette. Let's take a look at the head. Why is this head backwards? And yeah, the post is on this side. Yep. So there's the post. Now, can we drill it so that we can make them larger? And if we do, will it affect the it could affect it. I'm not sure, but let me try something here. Most likely, if we drill it, we're going to have problems with it. So yeah, that's probably not going to work. But there we go. We have disassembled the cassette. That's really it. That's all there is to do. I can't disassemble this. If I do, I mean, I'd have to pop out that rivet. I don't really want to go that far with this toy. But this piece seems to be, I guess it's a pop-in. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that one either. So yeah, okay, so give me a second. We're gonna wash these parts and we'll be right back. And that's the last one. All right, and here we go. All of the parts are clean and dry as a whistle, so they should be fine. arms are here. Let me pull you out a bit. There we go. So all the parts are here. Let's match the parts. Yeah, here we go. Match the parts there. These are the... Now the feet are what was my concern, and they had to go the correct way. Which would have been, yeah, towards the back. And then if we don't get it confused, let's see. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. There we go. Okay, good. So now we got those parts. Let's put this one here. But before we put those parts in, we've got to put the feet in. Same for this. Got to put the foot on the inside. And we snap it in. Yep. But for some reason it's not. Why is it not going in? Oh no, come on. Come on, China. I'm not sure if China purposefully put them in backwards. But it's not going the way it's supposed to. For some reason. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just close it, see what happens. So we got our shiny screws here. Oh, it's the wrong foot. Yeah. That'll do it. I didn't think they had that. I didn't think the feet were left and right. Yeah, that makes sense. They put in the foot the wrong way. Alright, so it's just this one left. Let's do this one quickly. Put a screw in. Not bad. Not great. Something's not right. I see. Okay, so the plastic is actually warped. Can you see that? Jeez. Oh well, I guess it's gonna have to be warped at the foot. Yeah, it's too bad. But that's a common case. I remember seeing warped parts on Transformers. If not, sometimes the weapons would be warped, or I mean, they're bootlegs. They're not gonna be made with care and love and respect. They're just gonna bootleg them as fast as possible. They're in it for the quick buck, not for the art of the toy collecting or toy collectors. So there we go. So there's our two pieces now. And then, of course, I initially thought, okay, well, I'm going to drill out, but if I drill and I miss, that's it. This toy won't work. And the diameter of this is close to the diameter of the inside hole. So if I cut that hole wrong, that's it. It's shot. There's nothing I can do about it. It's going to be, I mean, it's already, it's a bootleg, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, I was kind of hoping I can do something about it, but no. No. And now, if, okay, so that goes there, and this one goes here. But yeah, again, the head goes on the back. So the question is, do I chop this piece off and flip it around? And now my idea was to actually just put a spring in there, but I'm realizing this spring's not going to do it. That's too long. Okay, so I found a shorter one, but yeah, I guess we're gonna have to put it on this side. It's not gonna be easy, guys. Oh, you know what? This is getting in the way, so we're done with that. Okay, so what we'll do is we will cut a little bit more of the spring. This is already more than half, really. It keeps jamming with the feet. I guess that'll do it. And even then, it seems kind of short, but all right, there we go. All right, so we cut the spring again. We're gonna put this piece back in. Hopefully we can trap it. I think we got it. Let's put the screws back in. All right, and let's check it out. Now it does stay in cassette, so that's good. It does have a little bit of spring in there. However, it's not too much, but it's enough. The question is, will it stay in cassette mode? And the answer is yeah, barely. And so there we go. So yeah, one of the main problems is these feet are just warped. The plastic on the feet are warped. So those legs are just, those feet are just gonna pop out. But for robot mode, the 5-in-1 Rumble is I think good to go. And here we are. Let's see. And yeah, so even though that the head is still on the tab, it's got the little spring. Oh no, see, look at that. We're not gonna be able to win. It is a bootleg, but yeah, it does work in a way, but it doesn't. So at least the head doesn't get stuck in there. But oh well, we've spent too much time on this. So yeah, and then the weapon, the original legit weapon, I guess sort of fits, and you can just jam it in there, but it's no good. But here's the question. So let's put them in cassette mode. And we all know, and we did it. We tried it on the Sound Blaster. It did not work. He did not fit properly. But what we didn't do was we didn't try it on our bootleg Sound Blaster. And so today, let's try it and see if it fits in there. Yeah, like this actually works. So here's the thing. Let's see if it works. Wow. Yep. This bootleg Rumble was made for a bootleg sound blaster. But now the question is, oh, okay, not so bad. I thought we were gonna have trouble getting them out. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this little project today, spent too much time on it already as it is. But that does it for today's show. The spring thing, it won't stay still. It's too short, it's too long, it doesn't work. There we go. But yeah, that does it for today's 5-hour show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'll help us out, it'll help us grow. Share, like, comment, let us know what you think. And with that, I say thank you for watching. God bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will gladly see you guys on the next episode of the 5-Hour Show. Take care, guys. See you next time.